Alright, here we go. Round one. I'm going to keep this. Not super exciting, but we get to sneak a nested ghoul out there, a turn early. Sure. Looks like we are up against Infect. Vector Asp is not the scariest of Infect cards, but we've got a bit of a slow hand, so we'll see what happens. Nested Ghoul is certainly pretty good against Infect. How good is our deck versus Infect? Well, Sword of Feast and Famine is quite ridiculous against Infect. For one thing. It's good. I mean, it's good against any deck, but it's particularly bonkers against Infect. He is content to vest Vector Aspus a few times here. We're gonna play out. What do we want to play out here? Yeah, fair. I'm gonna play a Fairvor. Reason being, if I'm gonna shrink a blocker, so like if he's gonna attack his Vector Asp into it, Fairvor has more value once it has a -1/-1 counter on it than the Galvanizer does, I think. Alright. Interesting. Swing here. I'm playing out the nested ghoul. Still like to see a bit more gas out of our hand. But for now, our opponent's not doing much other than playing marginally playable cards. I mean, we're definitely blocking here. I mean, not the ideal trade for a nested ghoul, but I'm not taking 3 poison counters. And it's still a 2-for-1. Well, maybe not a 2-for-1. Well, I mean, yeah, it's whether or not his Vector Asp survives, it's still a 2-for-1 actually. Trade for his Untamed Might. Okay. Really protecting that Vector Asp here. Alright, so I think what we do is just play out our Bladed Pinions. I think that's just gonna hold back his Vector Asp, so I'd rather not have to sacrifice my Seer of the Suns, but don't think he's attacking into this. Unless he wants to protect it again with the Untamed Might. Oh, he is. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Okay. I'm still gonna sacrifice the Sphere of the Suns here, though. And plus, I get to kill his Vector Asp for free. Yeah, not the most exciting play. I don't have First Strike, but he still loses a Vector Asp. I believe our opponent is slightly new at this. It's one way of making Fume Spitter more relevant. What are we doing here? We're gonna get in with the zombie. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. I think actually, well, no, I don't want to lose the random pump here. Okay, well, we're gonna get. Oh, I already played a land too. Not my finest hour. Alright, well, I guess in that case, what are we doing? We're double blocking here. Well, I certainly didn't feel like I won yet, but alright. Few sitters coming in. Don't think anything else is. Fleet coming down slightly worse against Infect, but the life loss for him is still relevant. Yeah, I'll just speed up our deck a bit. And that's fine. Alright. I promise you this is an 8-4, by the way. This'll do as a keeper. Alright, so we're being emissary. I think I'm fine playing the lead mirror here, just because don't think I'm going to need the colored mana next turn anyway, and if I wanted to instill infection, alright, well here I'm going to play this. What am I doing? Sphere, taking 2 from the Contagious Nim. Or do I want to instill infection now? No. Do I want to instill infection here? Yeah, okay, we're just going to Sphere. I don't really want to trade away this Daredevil because I'm not all that far off from getting my spine out there. That's going to get instill infection, I believe. You know what? No. Hold on. I think we can go ahead and instill infection first, see what we draw. Oh, that's not bad. Get the Daredevil out there, and next turn we're... I'm not counting wrong. We're in business with the spine. So we're definitely not trading away this Daredevil. Can't lose to pump this turn anyway. What do we got here? Skinwing. Alright. Okey-dokes. Ready to go crazy here. Spine the Infector here. Don't really want to lose my last token here unless I draw a mountain. So I do have this Scrapmelver. I could always spread the sickness something. So I'm going to bother attacking with the Skinwing. Got some action there. Alright, let's see, what do we want to do here? think what's happening here, well, we could, okay, there's a few options. Hmm. Okay, actually, I think I like this one. I think I like just getting the scrap melter out there. I mean, that doesn't mean I need another mana in order to replace Bind, but I like this quite a bit better. I can sacrifice my Perilous Mirror with the Daredevil, so we're well protected, and still just one mana away from going infinite on these spines. Bonehorde, oh, there's a good card. Ooh. We're gonna want to spine that one pretty soon. It's not huge right now, but it's gonna get big eventually. Land. Nope. Well, it's not bad though. I still think I'm actually just Bleak Open Vampiring here. And we definitely want to keep Perilous Mirror ready to kill something. If he wants to move that Bonehorde. Actually, he can double move the Bonehorde here. So you gotta be a little bit careful. Oh, oh that's not so good. Because once I get Spine, I can get the 2-for-1 with the Spine. I feel pretty confident about this one. We just need one land. Sure, actually. So, how do we want to do this? I'm not taking 4 here. Either I can block with Scrap Melter, or I can block with Perilous Mirror. Those are the two options. I'd rather block with Scrap Melter than Bleak Open Vampires, obviously. If I block with Perilous Mirror, I follow up by killing a Rotwolf. It's getting Bonehorde pretty big. Actually, I could just take the 4. That opens me up to die next turn, though, to something. Especially if I don't draw the land. I think I'm just blocking with the Scrap Melter here. I want to keep the Perilous Mirror to stop him from being able to equip too much next turn. I mean, losing a body kind of sucks there. But, I mean, long term we should be fine if we can keep this Daredevil. That's unfortunate. We definitely want to land. Oh, I think I'm just gonna spread this. This gets a lot worse. What we're doing here gets a lot worse if he can kill my Daredevil. Because I'm using Spread the Safeness just with the assumption, just of reducing his creatures in play with the sort of the assumption that I'm eventually drawing on this land for Spine of Ishtar. But if he can kill my Daredevil before that happens, I only have one more use out of it, which is still probably okay here. I mean, his board is starting to empty. I need to kill this Bonehorde though, as well as the grafted exoskeleton. What are we chumping with here? We're chumping with the Perilous Mirror and picking off the Vector Asp. That seems pretty good. Give me that land, please. There we go. Alright. Now we're in business. So what do we kill first here? I think we just killed Bonehard. Excuse me. I'll pause it if I have another sneeze coming. I think I'm good for now. So he does get to keep that little free 2/2, but as long as he doesn't draw pump here, we're fine. So did he draw pump off the top? Do we play around that? I don't think so. I think, like, okay, if he drew pump, okay, we'll go to game 3. Ooh, Corpse Card's pretty good. Quite good, actually. We may have to not play Spine and get the Saberclaw Golem out there to discourage attacks. Ooh. Double Galvanize is actually decent here too. Double Galvanize is better against removal. If he top decks removal. I think Double Galvanizer sets us up for infinite mana. Is that right? No, it's not infinite mana with only one leaden mirror. Never mind. That'd be pretty awesome. Just getting infinite Spine. Like infinite mana would mean I clear his board with Spine of Ace. So I kind of want to do that before this draft is over. Yeah, actually, I think I'm just doing double Galvanizer here. Also because I may not be able to keep first strike up next turn if I don't draw land and want a Spine. Alright. We're not definitely not out of this yet because I'm pretty sure he still has some top decks that hurt us. Showing me Swamp makes me happy. If I'm drawing a Swamp there, I'm keeping that in my hand. Okay, so we're gonna be pretty fine just doing something like this here, especially since we know he doesn't have pump, and just keep our board. Yeah, so we're gonna swing and just start dropping guys here, actually, rather than hurry with the Spine on his Graph Exoskeleton. His hand's empty, like he can't draw a hasty guy and killer blocker, so. Let's get the Nested Wool out there. And, any pair card is not going to do it for him here. He's just dead on the board, right? If I sacrifice 2, 4, yeah, then he's dead. Oh, this game definitely seemed a bit more difficult than it was. He actually started showing us some real cards, unlike in the first game. He actually has some pretty strong ones, but looks like we got there. And I will see you next round.